pagbalik ninyo dito sa Kababayan Today. Ang susunod nating global Filipino ay isang Filipino tour guide at cultural activist. This man is a Filipino whose work needs to be recognized with admiration for his stout resilience to conformity, particularly when it comes to reproductive health and the Bishops' Conference of the Philippines. He's corresponding from Toronto, Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome dito sa Kababayan Today, Carlos Celdran.
Hey, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, thank you. So, tell us, how are you doing?
I can't complain. Toronto's the most amazing city in the world in summer.
All right. Well, we understand that you were part of this court case that still hasn't resolved. Talk to us about that.
Well, the court case has kind of been resolved in the sense that I've been found guilty. So I'm sentenced to 2.5 months in jail for offending religious feelings. But we're taking it to the Supreme Court. And I'm pretty confident that it'll work in my favor. But then again, you know, the Philippines, stranger things have happened.
I understand. And, you know, a lot of people, I want to tell a lot of people that you and I were together for the historic announcement of the Supreme Court in Baguio for when they upheld the Constitution for the reproductive health bill.
Wasn't that an amazing moment?
It was an amazing moment that I was able to share with you. Thank you, Carlos.
Yeah, I really felt like we were part of history. But, well, now that the law is passed, let's see if it'll be implemented. I mean, just because the law is considered constitutional, you know, there's a lot of laws in the Philippines that still aren't followed.
I know.
I mean, we don't even follow basic traffic laws. I mean, how much more difficult is to get the RH law enacted. So I think the work actually has just begun.
Absolutely. Okay, let's talk about you being in Toronto. Tell us what you're there for.
Oh, I'm here right now for this thing called Toronto, Cultura Toronto, which is a Filipino arts festival that's going to be held in Kensington Market in downtown Toronto. I'm actually here with our executive director. Say hi.
Hello.
She's this group called Kababayan brought me here this year so that I could talk to the Filipino-Canadian youth about Manila's history and pretty much get them in touch with what's going on back home.
Well, tell us, what do you see are the differences between the Filipino-Canadians and, let's say, Filipino-Americans? I know we're all in North America, but there must be stark differences.
Well, the demographic is much younger here. Cultura Toronto it's almost like a youth festival. It's contemporary Filipino art, contemporary Filipino culture. It's not like a regular arts festival that has beauty pageant. So I think the demographic of the Filipino-Canadian community, especially the culture scene, is much, much younger. But also I think as a whole, I mean, no offense to North Americans from the United States, Filipino and North Americans from the United States, but I kind of feel as a Filipino that the Filipino-Canadians have much less, I guess, cultural baggage or issues.
Mm-hmm.
Because even though it is Canada, even though it is North America, there's no sort of like historical baggage that ties our culture to theirs, like through World War II, the air bases. I mean, we don't have that sort of, I don't think they have that sort of colonial mentality or baggage with the Canadians as much as Filipino-Americans probably would have.
Right, good point. So tell us, you're going to be in New York soon. We want to hear all about it. Tell us about Livin La Vida Imelda.
Yeah, right after Cultura Toronto finishes here in Kensington Market by Kapisanan, I'm going to be going to New York City in September. And we're going to rehearse the performance, and we're going to open on October 28th and run until November 23rd. And it's going to be the story of the Philippines in the 1970s as framed by the life and times of our freaky First Lady with 1,500 pairs of shoes in the market. It's going to be a fun disco romp. I hope people can go see it on 42nd Street.
Yes, absolutely. And before you open that show, I will get to talk to you again because you, Carlos Celdran, are our global Filipino cultural correspondent.
Looking forward to it. Reporting from Toronto.
Okay, maraming salamat, Carlos, sa iyong pagkwento sa amin dito sa Kababayan Today ng mga pangyayari dyan sa Toronto and what you're going to be doing in New York soon. We look forward to corresponding. You may tweet Carlos Celdran at Carlos Celdran, one word, for your comments and questions with the hashtag Global Filipino and Kababayan Today. Don't go away. When we return, we will talk to fashion designer VJ Floresca, who's in San Francisco, only here on Kababayan Today. Don't go away.